Hello everyone, this is the Bovine Terror, and today we will be playing Subnautica Below Zero. Alright, so, I don't really remember exactly what happened last time. It's been a little while since I played this, and I haven't edited the next video just yet. All I really remember is that last time we had an awful lot of PDA entry. Ooh, we have a big creature egg. Okay. Well, we have an awful lot of PDA entries to read and listen to, so let us start on that. Spy Pangolin. The spy pangolin provides new avenues for researchers to access natural above-ground habitats. It is especially effective at maneuvering through spaces otherwise too small for humans. Penguins are highly active creatures who are protective of their young penguins. In order to better study these energetic denizens of the Arctic region, Altera scientists on 4546b had to think outside of the base. A well-known phenomenon, the V casus principle, asserts that in order to best study fauna, one must become the fauna. Scientists across the stars have used this basic principle to infiltrate and observe alien creatures of all sizes and dispositions. Doctors Casus, Curtis, Tucson, and Macbeth, pioneered these accomplishments. Inspired by this, and after months of trial and error, the first spy pangolin was crafted at Phi Robotics Center, bringing about a new era of exploration and excavation across all operating outposts. And I just want, looking back at some of the names that they mentioned, I think those are some of the other crew members that seem to be missing now, because all their bases are destroyed and everything. I don't know what's going on with that. Warning, research to create a waterproof edition of the Spy Pangolin was halted due to compliance concerns. Currently, contact with water will result in complete system failure. And if anybody has watched my first few Subnautica videos, they will know that I tested this, and I got very angry when it blew up in the water. So features include fully customizable outer shell to replicate any small bipedal creature. Ooh, that's cool. 2 all-terrain tracks for smooth movement over rough conditions. Remote controller for operating at distances up to 80 meters away, atmosphere dependent. 4 storage slots. Self-destruct option in case of danger or immobility. Armed with 3-pronged claw for picking up samples. Fully detachable camera with 180-degree rotation to observe spy pangolin and surroundings. That's neat. The spy pangolin. Sit back, relax, and let the robot do the hard work. I was just quickly reading through to see that there's anything funny, and one of the features is blood and sweat may be effectively processed. Upgrade to Mark II to make the most of tears. It's just funny. Oh yeah, I got this. I didn't know what it was. The control room. Control room is an essential part of outpost engineering, created in response to environments with limited energy generation options. Ooh. Centrally located 3D console provides an overview of current base layout. Interactive projection toggles power in individual rooms for finite energy control. Oh! Detailed wall-mounted display audits and discloses hull stability and energy consumption. Customizing station controls, identifying base details, including name and exterior color. Oh, you can make your base colored with this? Oh, that's so cool! Atomic clock reports pinpoint accurate local... That's awesome. I'm going to have to get a control room at some point. I don't know when, but that will be really, really important. Hydrothermal Spire. These chimney-shaped structures are formed from dissolved minerals pushed upwards through the planet's crust. The presence of metal sulfides gives the escaping material its dark, opaque appearance. Aquatic life found in proximity may have evolved adaptations to the presence of these toxic compounds. Assessment: long-term exposure to geothermal emissions may pose a risk to human health. Interesting, okay. What if they'll actually start causing damage? Ore vein, resources behind loose rock. Cool. Okay, tree spire. Oh, I didn't realize that was... Oh, I scanned that, and I didn't realize it was a geological thing. That's kind of cool. As hot gas pushed upwards through the planet's crust over thousands of years, the densely packed magnesium aluminum-rich rock branched and split, resulting in these striking tree-like vent structures. The ecosystem that emerged in and around these vents is driven largely by the presence of chemosynthetic life forms, which ultimately attracted the vibrant thermophilic coral seen lining the spire branches. Ooh! That's cool. Huh, so I wonder if this coral does chemosynthesis, or has a symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic organisms instead of photosynthetic organisms, like it does on Earth. That'd be really cool. Huh, we'll have to look into that a little bit. Alright, why is this the only coral in the coral? Why is there even a coral tab? I thought they grouped everything into flora now, because there's flora in here that are specifically, like, where is it? I know that, hang on, I'm trying to make a point here. Yeah, like the coral bridge. Why isn't the coral bridge in the coral section? Why is there only table coral here? Okay, whatever, it's fine. Alright, anyway, let's read some of these guys. There's a whole bunch of ones to read, but I want to catch up with all this. Cryptozookas. I like these guys. These are very cool. They're very jittery, which is surprising when I saw them, but it's still, they're cool though. I like them. Alright, Cryptozookas. The Cryptozookas is a large shark-like beast, easily identifiable by its carapace of thin, bony plates. I wouldn't say it's like a shark, but you know, you do you, PDA. Structure. These plates are defensive bony structures that aid in heat absorption among thermal vents. It propels itself with wide webbed flippers that displace massive amounts of water. Behavior. The Cryptozookas is a bit of a contradictory creature. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is more roar than bite. While territorial, the Cryptozookas tends to retreat from confrontation after being attacked once. This is likely a form of agnostic posturing. Aggressive fauna tend to avoid fights if the probability of injury is too high. Avoid, but can be handled at a pinch. Oh, that's interesting. Because there was a lot of creatures in the first game that were just like aggressive, just absolutely. And it's actually kind of cool that there's some creatures that are like, yeah, we're going to be really aggressive, but then if they get injured even a little bit, they stop fighting. So I bet if you hit them with a knife like once, they'll stop attacking you. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, the Newt Fish. Ooh, it has a big sucky mouth. That's cool. Alright, Newt Fish. A small predator which eliminates the need to overcome its prey by simply swallowing it whole. With its colorful markings, the newt can easily pass for a small herbivore, allowing it to sneak up on its prey. Wait, what? With its colorful markings, the newt can easily pass for a small herbivore, allowing it to sneak up on its prey. I mean, that might work once, but there's lots of colorful predators on this planet. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but okay. What looks like a beak is in fact a single stretchy extendable lip lined with barb-like teeth. That's fun, and then they do suction, or vacuum feeding, I think is the term. I hope so. Once within reach, it envelops its prey, drawing it inside its stomach before retreating for several weeks to digest its meal. That's pretty cool. Harmless. Pangolin, just the little baby penguins. Young penguins tend to huddle on dry land awaiting their next meal. Consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by the adults in the huddle. They stay to the center of the huddle to stay warm and out of the wind. If separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins, so please don't do this. Assessment, harmless. Cool. Rock punchers! I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but the rock grubs from the first game were actually supposed to be the larval form of the rock punchers, but then they decided not to put rock punchers in the game, and so the rock grubs became their own creature. And I'm kind of glad they became their own creature, because if they were the larval forms of this, it would make my phylogenetic tree that I made much, much more difficult, so I'm glad they did that. Oh, actually, in the thing, it even has a rock grub pictured. I wonder if they retroactively changed that. It'd be a little awkward, but we'll see. A large crustacean which feeds on tiny larvae extracted from coral and rock with its powerful punching arms. Oh, maybe it eats the rock grubs. Oh, okay. Attracted to glow larvae found in and around deep sea rock formation. Ah, yeah, okay. So they eat them. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Ooh, that has some really neat implications for the first game, actually. With the rock grubs. Because the rock grubs had some weird things in their PDA entry that were just like, oh yeah, they glow. Like, one of the things that said in there was that it was something like they glow to attract predators at the end of their life cycle. which is just like, no, nothing intentionally tries to get eaten by another creature. That doesn't make any sense. But it's kind of interesting because if the rock punchers are specifically eating them, and now there's no rock punchers in the area where Subnautica is, then that means the rock grubs. It probably means the rock punchers went extinct in that local area, or they were extirpated from that area. So that that actually is really neat. That has some interesting implications for the other game. So hardened chitin claws can thrust forward at close to the speed of sound to break rock and bone alike, like mantis shrimp, which I'm almost positive these guys are based off of, which is really cool. Known to attack larger creatures which threaten its territory. Perfectly adapted to cave environments, its 6 legs adhere to walls and can propel it short distances through the water. Heavily armored, vulnerable only to Leviathan-class predators. Assessment: avoid or redirect with food. Oh, you can redirect with food. That's kind of fun. Right, Snow Stalker. These guys. Alright, the Snow Stalker is a bear-like evolutionary offshoot of the Aquatic Stalker, native to the warmer aquatic biomes of 4546b. Now, okay, this is actually really cool, because when this game was out in early access, I noticed a lot of people saying, like, oh look, the Snow Stalkers and the Stalkers from the first game have all these, like, similarities, so they're probably evolutionarily related. And when I saw those similarities, I was just like, no, are you crazy? They don't... Those are, like, very superficial things that show that they're related to each other. Like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no way that they're related. Plus, it would be kind of weird if the Stalker was supposed to be one of the oldest life forms on the planet. It would be weird if the Snow Stalkers, like, just so happened to be related to it and had all these same features that were... Again, like, kind of superficial features. Like, one of the things people pointed out were the spines on both of their backs are pretty similar, and that their teeth and mouths were kind of similar. And it was just like, yeah, but that could easily be convergent evolution. That's not that good of evidence to say that they're related. However, when I was doing the phylogenetic tree, what I realized is that it actually makes a lot more sense than I thought initially. And I'll probably talk about this more extensively in a video, but essentially, and this is neat because it's confirming that they're related. Basically, the Stalker has 4 limbs. It has 2 fins in the front and 2 fins in the back, which could be kind of like a tetrapod, like this is, where it has 4 legs. When it paddles, it has an up and down motion when it swims instead of a side-to-side motion, which the Snow Stalkers also have kind of an up and down motion as they run. So that's another kind of thing that gives them some, like, skeletal similarities. So that's really cool. And then, like, a lot of their other kind of superficial things, like their spines and their mouths, actually make a lot more sense now. And that once you have the context of the other things that make them more similar, more closely related, then those other things actually do make a lot more sense. So I now agree. So I agreed with that for a while, and now this is just extra confirming that, yeah, they are closely related. So that's really cool. That was just a neat. It's really neat when the PDA actually, like, tells you that they're closely related, because that's always very helpful for making phylogenetic trees. Anyway, I'll continue reading it, but that was just really cool. So, behavior. Snow Stalkers are typically apex predators in their biomes. They operate in packs and are primarily land-based creatures, but will enter the water to hunt and defend territory. Oh, interesting. Notable physical attributes. Thick, hollow fur that secretes a thin layer of oil helps keep the Snow Stalker warm in the Arctic climate. That sounds a lot like what polar bears do, so that's pretty cool. Modified dorsal fin aid in aquatic hunting. Ooh, interesting. The cyan bioluminescence on the tongue and tail help the pack stay together during winter storms. That's neat. Assessment: avoid. If entering Snow Stalker territory is necessary, sources of bright light and unpredictable noises have been shown to deter attacks. That's probably what the flares are going to be useful for. Cool. The Squid Sharks. These guys were really, really cool. They're quite intimidating, but they're very, very cool. Oh, they're Leviathan class. Interesting. Squid Shark, a Leviathan-class predator at the smaller end of the scale, with complex squid-like adaptations which allow it to hunt a wide range of prey. Expels swallowed seawater through vents on either side of its body, providing slow and steady jet propulsion or terrifying bursts of speed. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Jet propulsion's fun. An internal jaw can be extended and clamped down around small prey, dragging them inside the mouth hole. 2 blue electrified tentacles drag beneath its body, used to perform hit-and-run attacks on larger, slower targets, subduing them over time. Interesting. Wow, that's... Oh my gosh, the size chart on that. It's so much bigger than I thought it was. Why don't they all have size charts like that? That's so convenient. Whoa. That's really cool. That's so much bigger than I thought it was. Wow, okay, that is awesome. That's a small Leviathan, my god, okay. That's really cool. I like them a lot. They're one of my favorite carnivores so far, so that's really cool. Alright, Hive Mind? Wait a minute, what are you? I don't remember you. I don't remember scanning this. Did I scan? I mean, obviously I scanned it, but I don't remember this. Oh, weird. Okay. Hive mind. The hive mind are never alone and grow in massive clusters. They are physically connected by a root system which sends out chemical signals in the presence of large predators. This signal activates a chemical reaction within its green porous membrane, resulting in a visible change of color in its bioluminescence. This action has 2 effects. The uniform change in color grants the hive mind the appearance of one large interconnected organism. This is a form of camouflage called disruptive coloration, which is confusing to predators. Smaller sea creatures confuse the change in color for sunlight and are drawn toward the cluster. I don't remember this at all. I'll have to look back through my recording and find this, because this is cool. I don't remember it. That's really cool. Okay. Huh. The lily paddler. Okay. These things are based off of, like, sea dragons. And they give you just LSD, and it sucks. This actually made me really disoriented when it happened. It was actually really difficult to play after that happened. It's a neat idea that it does that to you. I will say, I'm gonna just criticize the game a little bit because this was just kind of a lot for me. I was not expecting to be this disoriented playing Subnautica, and it actually kind of hurt my brain to have this happen. When they make you go all LSD and everything's disoriented and everything, I actually got like a little nauseated because of how bad it was. And I will say, I think they might want to consider tuning that down a little bit because that was a lot. It's fine if they don't because it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was a little much, and I might recommend tuning that down a little bit because it was a lot. You know, you could even like invert the controls. That might be a solution instead of just making it just horribly disorienting. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to say that because that was really uncomfortable when that happened the first time. So anyway, let's just read the thing. So, lily paddler, a medium-sized herbivore with an elongated, bifurcated torso and multiple bioluminescent adornments. Slow and vulnerable to attack. Long arms for seed foraging on the ocean floor. An array of feather-like appendages display varied colors in low-light conditions. When threatened, the paddler emits a pheromonal defense that disrupts higher-order brain function in certain species. Yeah, no kidding. At night, the paddler's illuminated plumage looks like a school of smaller fish, perhaps convincing predators they're not worth the chase. That's cool. Assessment: dangerous and unfamiliar environments. Approach with caution. That's fair. Sky Ray. It's probably the same as the last game, but they did add quite a bit. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. It'll be neat to investigate for this game later on, but kind of unfortunate that the PDA entries are the same, so that's okay. Alright, Aero Ray. These guys are cool. A relatively small ray species capable of fast evasive maneuvers. Feeds on plankton. The fins on its head form an isosceles triangle, which can tilt to perform fast and unpredictable maneuvers. Sharp forward fin tips are capable of spearing attackers who manage to catch up. Oh, okay. Mostly harmless. Alright, that's fun. Alright, you're a fun one. Discus Fish. You're cool looking, I like you. You have a membrane kind of like a bladderfish. You kind of look like a bladderfish. I wonder if you're related. You don't have... Yeah, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. A colorful, small fish with a laterally compressed body. The discus generally survives off of algae or other plant materials. They also serve as nutritious prey for many other larger or quicker members of the ecosystem. Despite their colorful appearance and lack of real defense mechanisms, they survive mostly by virtue of their relative agility and a tendency to favor narrow crevices and other claustrophobic environments. Cool. Alright. Featherfish. I love the featherfish. They're so cool looking. It is one of my favorite small fish that we found so far. Alright, featherfish. The featherfish is a common species that lives in various biomes. Its coloring is distinct, but also functional. The bright white on the belly of the fish helps keep it safe from predators below, blending in with sunlight coming through the surface of the water. I guess, but it's... Well, I guess its belly is like that, but it's also white on top for it with its fin. That doesn't help tremendously. Like, a lot of marine creatures are counter-shaded in this way, where they're light on the bottom and dark on the top. That way, if you're looking down in the water, it's hard to see them because you're looking down into a deep, kind of relatively dark ocean. And so if you're dark on top, you can't see a creature from above. And if you're looking up, you're usually looking up at the sunlight coming through the ocean, which is white. And so if you're lighter on the bottom, it makes it harder to see you from below, and if you're darker on top, it makes you harder to see from above. So I guess it does that from the bottom, because it's lighter on the bottom, but it's lighter on top too, so that kind of gives it away from above. I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Spinefish, probably the same. It is. Okay, so we'll just skip that for now. Okay, why is there Leviathan class, but you didn't include this guy who you said with the squid shark, which you said was a Leviathan class predator? I'm confused about the grouping of this, but fair enough. Glow whales. These guys are so cool. I like them a lot. They are very... I love that size chart. They should always put that size chart. For all of them, they should put that size chart. That's so helpful. I love that. Anyway, they're huge, which is cool. Glow whale. Glow whales are communal leviathans approximately 30 meters long, often found swimming in the open ocean and occasionally breaching the surface. Photophores. Glow whales contain several... Oh, wow. I've used up all my water. Okay. Photophores. Glow whales contain several types of bioluminescence. Perhaps the most noteworthy are their photophores, which are incandescent glandular organs found at the corners of their eyes and the pods at the tip of their sail-like pectoral fins. Glow horns. The glow whale's blue horns behave similarly to tuning forks. The horns receive waves of sound in the water and help glow whales identify members of their pod from a distance. This ability is also used in hunting shoals to determine positioning of potential food sources. That is really cool. I like that a lot. When pods of whales are at play, they emit a harmonious series of notes that resonate in their horns and release a series of chemicals that appears to create a joyful response to nearby whales. This note's frequency is too high to be heard by human ears. Assessment: passive, harbors barnacles and algae. That's cool. I like them a lot. Yeah, they're lovely. I like them. Juvenile vent garden. I do remember this thing. This is cool. It's a juvenile. Wait, this thing was huge! Oh no, they get even bigger! Alright, roughly 20 meters long, the juvenile vent garden represents the immature life stage of the fully grown established vent garden. This gentle giant appears to swim in aimless looping circles around mature vent gardens. Wait, was there a mature vent garden that was so big I didn't notice it was a creature? Oh no, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Okay. Swimming. While their swimming can seem directionless at first glance, the young vent garden is actively growing and strengthening its tentacles for when it finds a vent upon which to anchor and mature. Bell. The bell of the juvenile vent garden remains sealed until it anchors over a vent. Once anchored, the heat and pressure activate a cluster of latent stem cells that develop into an opening over the course of a few months. Assessment docile, not a threat. That's neat. I'm gonna have to look for an adult of this. That's very neat. And they were big, if I remember. I mean, the adult is gonna be gigantic. Alright, cool. Alright, let's look at these. Gel sac, almost certainly the same as the last game. Yeah. Honeycomb fungus. This hardy fungus erupts through the thick ice shelf. It sends a collection of hyphae, filaments that collect nutrients and moisture, deep into the ice shelf until it hits permafrost. From there, the hyphae intertwine into a thick,
fluid intake immediately.
root-like system called mycelia cords. These mycelium efficiently pull nutrients from the soil. I'll get water in just a second. Alright, Reaper's Wineglass. It's such a cool name. The Reaper's Wineglass is an unusually oversized, single-celled organism made of 3 parts. The rhizoid, or foot-like root system beneath the soil, the stalk, and the cap. That's really cool. Its single nucleus is located in the rhizoid. This means that if the bulbous cap is removed or devoured by aquatic fauna, it will slowly grow a new cap. Interesting. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I like big, single-celled organisms. Those are just fun to me. Okay, land. Blue scrub bush. The blue scrub bush is an unusual plant for this climate. Unlike other plants that manage to thrive in extreme cold, which typically grow close to the ground and lack leaves to prevent moisture loss, the blue scrub bush is tall with a fur-like leaf. Within the hollow leaves are chambered pores which capture and store the sun's heat. Neat. Alright, thermal lily. The thermal lily is an unusual terrestrial plant typically found on cliff walls. During the day, it points its face toward the sun, absorbing thermal radiation and storing it internally. At night, the thermal lily's petals close to reduce heat loss, and it relies on heat stores to survive the harsh Arctic conditions. You're not going to comment on the fact that it stares at you when you walk close to it? Are you kidding me? That's like the weirdest thing about this plant, is that it looks at you when you get close to it. I want to know more about that, please. But okay. There's 11 more? I'm not going to be able to read that in time. Alright, I'll just drink some water real fast. Man, I'm
Vital signs stabilizing.
going through all my water. Alright. Well, that's alright. It's worth it. I like reading. Alright, antenna plant. This species is noteworthy for its colorful leaves, which attract the attention of nearby herbivores. The hungry fish who devour the antennae fruit will then spread the plant's seeds across the biome, perpetuating its life cycle. Cool. Alright, blooming raindrops. Oh yeah, these are pretty. These aquatic flowers grow in various biomes. The thick bioluminescent bulb that grows out of the top of the stem stores nutrients when sunlight is in short supply. I thought we found these in a cave where there's no sunlight. I'll have to look that up. I hope that's not a... I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look into that, but okay. Double lung plant. These were found in the shallow water, and I just missed them initially. It was kind of neat. A variation of the Luna plant. I have to go look at that in a second. The double lung plant grows in shallow water. Branches grow off of the main stem, and each branch develops a chamber. Each chamber is self-sustained by its branch. If one branch dies or is destroyed, the other branch's chambers will utilize the nutrients left behind. Eventually, a new chamber will grow in the empty space. Let me just look at the Luna plants really fast. Oh, interesting. Cool. Alright, so this is a variation, so I think that means that they're related. So that's really cool. Alright, fallen lily pad. Eventually, mature lily pads die. While the large leaf allows for an effective area for photosynthesis, there are limited nutrients stored in the earth entangled in its floating root system. When the mature lily pad runs out of nutrients, it will begin to wither and fall back to the seabed, which begins the cycle anew. The fallen lily pad provides nutrients for young seedlings to grow and provides temporary nutrients for other flora and fauna. Cool. Alright, green turnian. These are neat. I don't remember these. Huh. Green turnians benefit from the lily pad life cycle. They tend to anchor themselves on lily pad roots and near fallen lily pads and use the material as nutrients. Cool. Hardy cave bush, a common reddish-purple species which grows well on rocky terrain. Okay, cool. Lily pad root. Tangled, dense root structures that occasionally pull chunks of terrain from the seabed, connecting an intertwined network of plant life and suspended rock. Okay. Mature lily pad. Once the rising lily pad breaches the surface, its sealed fan slowly releases, causing the leaf to unfurl into a large flat circle that floats atop the surface of the water. Despite its size, the mature lily pad is able to float due to surface tension. Cool. Purple cattail. Purple cattails grow in small underwater clusters in particularly fertile regions along the seabed. Long, flat leaves allow the plant to effectively absorb sunlight at depth. Its striking coloration, caused by the pigment anthocyanin, is paired with high levels of poisonous phenols, which discourage herbivorous fish from grazing on them. Fair. Ragged pitcher plant. The ragged pitcher plant is the only known species of predatory underwater plant in 4546b. Oh, that's cool. It grows on mineral-rich hydrothermal deposits. The bowl-shaped pitcher produces a concentrated brine that pools inside due to its high density. When small organisms get too close, they are stunned, causing them to sink into the pitcher, where they are dissolved and absorbed by the plant. That is very cool. Rising lily pad. The lily pad starts to rise as a result of underwater gas exchange. As the lily pad engages in photosynthesis, it takes in carbon and emits oxygen.
Calorie intake recommended.
Unlike other plants that emit... Did my stomach just growl? That's cute. I didn't know that was a thing. Unlike other plants that emit the oxygen directly into the water, the lily pad stores the oxygen in its sealed fan. Eventually enough oxygen is stored that the lily pad becomes buoyant. The root system pulls a chunk of the seabed up on its way to the surface. That's cool. I like the lily pads. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I got through all of that. Okay, so that was all the PDAs. We are caught up, finally. It took me a little while, but we're there. So cool. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of things to do. I need food first, so let me go do that. I need food and... Oh, wait, no, I was going to get the shrub nuts, because I forgot the shrub nuts actually heal you. And that would be a good substitute for not having any med kits.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Don't give a lot of water, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Okay, cool. So that's good. We are going to be going on a little bit of an adventure, because there's a bunch of different places that we can go and explore. While I'm out, I'm going to grab this bladderfish, just because we always need more food, or we always need more water, not more food. Come back. Stop running away. Also, for any of you who are trying to, like, maximize what fish you should catch and stuff like that, bladderfish give you, you know, obviously they give you just bottles of water, but Arctic peepers give you the most food and water of the fish that I have found thus far. There might be better ones, or ones that are equal, but so far the Arctic peepers seem to be kind of the best ones. Can you stop? Can you just come here? I just want to get you. There. Alright, not getting any more. Okay, so I'm just going to plop these guys inside, and then we will go on an adventure. So we can either go to the Architect Artifact thing. We went there. We did the alien distress call. Are there any other place markers that we need to go to? No. So it looks like the Architect Artifact is probably the next best place to go. So I think we'll go there. I will say that... Get inside. There's also a lot of things that I will fabricate, and I'm probably going to just work on that off camera. But for now, and then, like, there are a bunch of other places that I think would be good to go back and explore some more. Especially the wreck. I think there's definitely I don't think there's definitely rooms I couldn't get to in the wreck that I definitely want to go back to. I just want better breathing things. I want a bigger tank. I want to be able to bring the sea truck lower, because I can only go 150 meters with it. It'd be nice to get a little bit deeper. There's a number of things that I would like to do before we go back to some of those other places that we were before. PDA entry. Delivery.
Geez. These sea monkeys are gonna get me in trouble. This is the third shipment that those buggers have gotten their weird little hands into. Now we're running low on flares, and I'm gonna have to search nearby nests for stolen cargo. They're lucky they're kinda cute. Raccoons of the sea, those ones.
It's funny. Alright, let's... Ooh, please be something useful. Beacon! I have that, okay. That's okay, I'll take the titanium. I don't want flare. Oh, God, you scared me. You're mean. Come here, Peeper, give me you. Give me you.
Warning. 30 seconds
Can
of
I just have this
oxygen
Peeper?
remaining.
That's all I want. Okay. Keep going down, see if there's any other good things to pick up. Is this just a beacon fragment? Why did it get... why would this thing give me a beacon if I can scan beacon fragments? I thought those were usually things... I thought those were always things that you... Ow! Stop biting me! I thought those were always things that weren't things you get from fragments. That's weird. I don't... That's a little annoying, I'll be honest, but that's okay. Hi, sea monkey. What do you have? Quartz, thank you. Thank you. You're a very nice sea monkey.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Is that really everything that's here? Well, that was kind of stupid. This is a dumb one. Dumb, lame. Oh, wait a minute.
Oxygen.
That it's pointing someplace? I didn't realize I didn't realize the Pathfinder tool could point. I mean, I'm pretty sure these are Pathfinder tool things, aren't they? This is just a bubble, but that one is an arrow. Ooh, maybe we'll follow these. Okay, okay. Arrow there. What's this? Ooh, Pathfinder. Yeah. Give me that. That will be very helpful. Okay, so we have that now. That's actually very nice. Stop it, symbiote. Go. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Wait, can I not get them? No, I can't pick them up. Okay. And all the little... Oh, the arrows were just pointing me to that beacon fragment.
Warning. 30 seconds
That's
of oxygen
helpful.
remaining.
That's helpful. Cool. All right, sure. I will take that. You know, that's fine. Beacon fragment and some like water and food and stuff. That's good for me. Another sea monkey thing. Ooh, is it the laser cutter? Oh, yes, it is. Thank goodness. I think this is our last fragment. Ah, thank you. We're gonna need to find diamonds at some point, but at least we have that now. That's really good. Have I? Oh, I haven't scanned you guys yet. Come here, spinnerfish. I guess once I pick you up, I'll have to eat you, or once I scan you, I'll have to eat you and see if you're calorically effective. Oh, I went out a different way. Interesting. Okay, well, that's okay. I don't want to explore that too much right now.
To sense the location of an important artifact. I will share its coordinates so you can look into it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alan.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
I mean, this is a different one. I want to find this one first, so I gotta figure out how to get over there. Alright, well, this is going deeper, so I think this is kind of the right way to go. Oh, there's a sea monkey egg. I want that. I have that already, but I want the sea monkey egg. Then I can have my own pet sea monkey. I don't know if it'll be a pet. It might be. I mean, you could do that with the cuttlefish, so maybe you can do that with these guys. Well, now I'm back out. I didn't see a way down, so maybe there's a different way to get there? I just don't know where. Whoa, there's so many Titan fish. That's very pretty. I like that. Okay, well, I didn't find a way to get to that. Because this just goes back up. There's not really a way to get there. I guess I'll have to come back to that. I don't really know how to find that. So maybe we'll go for that other one. The one that he just revealed. I don't know. I don't know where else to go, so try that out. We'll try this out. We'll just explore some more as we're going. That...
Significant geothermal activity detected below. Beware of high pressure and temperatures.
Okay. Well, this is something. I just want to see if I've gotten it. Sleeper module. I don't believe so. Cool, cool, cool. There's another one. I'm just gonna jet over to it. Oh, this is the docking module? Oh, I didn't have that either. Cool. What's this? Spiral plant. Cool. New flora. I always like that. Ah, yes. Hello. Geothermal structures. I think this is where the chelicerae is, so I gotta be a little bit careful.
Warning.
Nope, I can't go that deep. Okay, I really do need... Oh, that sounds like the chelicerae. That's not good. Oh, hello. Oh, no, it got me. Okay, hi. Can you let go, please? And don't kill me. Thank you. I will just leave now. And fix myself, and then look at these things, because they're pretty cool looking. Okay, so that's all fixed up. We gotta go find these jellyfishy guys. They were just out here, weren't they? They weren't too far. Oh, hi chelicerae. I don't want to mess with you. I really, really don't want to mess with you. But I want to mess with the jellyfish things. So maybe I'll just go here. And then you won't mess with me. I won't mess with you. I'll save my game. So neither of us messes with each other. And then I'll just boost over to here. You're big and so... No, you're coming for me. You're coming for me. That's not good. Don't do that. Stop that. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh my god, you're so scary. Well, I guess if you're gonna mess with me, then I'll just scan you. Maybe? 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 Oh, you're so fast. See, this is... I can't even catch up with them. It's not worth it. That was a problem when I was trying to scan Reapers for the first time without anything to immobilize them, is that they're so fast that you can't keep up with your Sea Glide.
Warning.
And if they're so fast you can't keep up with them with your Sea Glide, you're never going to be able to keep up with them by just swimming. These are something to scan. Good. Tornado plates? That's an awesome name. I want to scan you guys, but I don't... you know what? Just whatever. Whatever, chelicerae. You're not faster than this thing. This thing's faster than everything. I'll be fine. Oh, I'm sorry, what? What happened? It just stopped. Does it have a maximum limit of how far up it can boost you? Ah, crap. I didn't know that. It actually didn't get rid of everything I had, so that's cool. I don't remember it doing that. What? Since when does it work like that? I don't... That's never happened to me before. Every time I've used it is gone... Is there a maximum limit? I guess I was deeper than the last time I tested it, but also it didn't run out last time. It didn't seem like it was even close to running out. Are you featherfish? Oh, you're new. What are you? A red featherfish? Oh, cool. Okay, there's lots of other things, but I want to test this out, so let's go. Oh, it does have a bar. Wait a minute, it didn't have a bar before. Is that new? I guess that's new. Okay, because that wasn't a thing before. Oh no, is the chelicerae going to eat me? Oh wow, I'm just getting eaten and I'm trying to not drown. This is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's still really useful. I mean, it looks like it can get you like, 150-ish meters very, very rapidly, so it's worth it. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate, I'll be honest. It's a little unfortunate. Alright, well I have low health, which is really unfortunate. Oh, I can't go that deep. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay. Now is the chelicerae gonna come and eat me? Hopefully not. So I will point my lights down, and we are gonna go try to scan some of these guys. They're down here. Actually, wait a second. What am I talking about? I have a med kit. Just make sure I don't die. You silly bean. Okay, I scanned all you guys.
The vent garden harvests geothermal energy to nurture the life that grows within.
Oh, this is an adult vent garden. Okay, cool. That's neat. Don't kill me, things that are near me, please just leave me alone. This guy's big. This guy's very,
30
very
seconds
big.
of oxygen remaining.
Slurp? Oh! I can go inside?
30 seconds of
Whoa!
oxygen remaining.
Oh, that's so cool! That's fun! Can I leave? Yes. Oh, that's so fun! But they were just all the jellyfish guys, and I don't know where they went. I saw a whole bunch of them, but every time I saw them, I was low on oxygen, so I had to go to the surface. Alright, well, I couldn't find the jellyfish guys, but hopefully we'll just find them at a different time. Maybe when the sea truck can go deeper, easier. Hi, Mr. Chilister, can you leave me alone, please, and not eat me? That would be very appreciated, thank you. Alright, well, that was a bit of a bust. We weren't able to find either of these architect artifacts. I'll keep looking around, maybe I'll find something for it. I think what I will do is I will head back to base, get some food and water, put away some of my things, and then we'll read off some of the new PDA entries that we got, and we'll call it there for now. Alright, so just looking at these fish, I just picked up the spinnerfish. Okay, spinnerfish isn't as good as peepers, and the featherfish, okay, so they're equally not as good as the peepers, so that's okay. Alright, now let us go into our little reading corner and read our new PDAs. There are 4? Right, I was carrying a beacon, so when I dropped my stuff, I could have gone back to the beacon and picked it up, but now my stuff's probably gone. Oops. Well, I know that for next time. I'll just go get it afterwards. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's just read the PDA entries. We didn't get a whole lot, so we just might as well do those. Alright, fauna. Herbivores. The red featherfish. Alright, ooh, you are beautiful. I like you a lot. That's really cool. Alright, the red featherfish is a deep water variant of the more common featherfish. Its coloring helps it blend into the deeper and darker waters where there is less red light penetration. As a result, red and black fish are less visible to predators. That's really neat. I like you. Cool. Spinnerfish. You were very derpy looking, but I do like you a lot. A bizarre fish with star-like fins which it spins to generate propulsion. Capable of very high speeds in a straight line. Slow, wide-turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they tend to feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. Assessment edible. Alright, cool. And then Leviathans. Vent Garden. The vent garden is a stationary leviathan that anchors itself above thermal vents and houses aquatic flora inside its bell-shaped interior. Anchoring tentacles. 6 tentacles anchor the vent garden to the seafloor around vents. Each tentacle is capped by a set of thick, curved hooks that grow downwards, keeping the vent garden firmly in place. Transparent bell. The hollow bell of the vent garden has a narrow opening large enough to accommodate human entry, which I went into. The vent garden feeds on thermophilic bacteria and other microorganisms that spew from the vent below. The top of the bell also has an opening that continuously releases water to maintain a consistent internal pressure. Symbiotic relationship. The bell houses 6 branching platforms that resemble coral. These platforms contain aquatic flora that remains safe from foraging herbivorous fish. In turn, the flora absorb and synthesize some of the heavy metals and gases emitted by the vents below. Assessment docile, nutrient-rich, harbors flora. Cool. I wonder if you can hit the vent garden and get food from it or something, because this is nutrient-rich. Interesting. I might have to test that out. Well, cool. The vent garden is very neat. I liked that quite a bit. Oh, there are more. Spiral plant. Reminiscent of mussel striations, the spiral plant contains a strong but lightweight fibrous material that is useful for insulation and pressure equalization. The spiral plant lives in symbiosis with a vent garden, which provides a safe environment for the spiral plant to grow. In turn, the mesh-like fibers of the plant filter out heavy metals from the vent emissions below. That's cool. Tornado plates. These were very cool name. These have a very cool name. Tornado plates are an underwater mushroom with an inner cage surrounded by a swirling chitin structure. The mushroom's widely unusual morphology is not currently understood. That's fair. It is interesting it's made of chitin. It's not a typical material to be made of, I guess. Okay, so we read all of that, so that's good. Cool. Alright, so we didn't make a whole lot of progress. We found some new areas with like the vent garden and some kind of hydrothermal areas, and we scanned a few more things, which is cool. We got some more creature eggs, which we can put away. Is this? Yeah. So yeah, we got some decent things. It wasn't the most productive thing ever, but it was all right. So yeah, next time we will just continue with trying to just find new things and see what we can do. So yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching, and have a great life, everyone.